Alright, this video is to follow up what I said earlier. Is Citadel in trouble? And I think people not understanding. And one guy, I'll actually read what he said. I saved it. He was probably trying to be, I don't know. Lou, Citadel has over 205 million securities sold but not purchased, over 42 billion worth. That's all Citadel. Citadel doesn't use brokers. I wait your reply. Okay. Let me explain something to you. Citadel is two parts. They're a hedge fund and they're the market maker. Okay, so they're split. In my opinion, market maker and the hedge fund, they shouldn't be together. But nonetheless, that's what they are right now. Okay? Now, I believe that whoever makes the market, like basically facilitates the liquidity of the market, making shares available or finding shares for, the brokerages out there, it shouldn't be able to, profit from the ebb and flow on the market. That's just me. I've always felt that way. But hey, like I said, the market runs on its own. This being said, Citadel doesn't use brokers to fulfill their orders. Citadel is, a fund. They have their brokers. That's what they are. That's what they're licensed to buy and exchange. They're an entity, an institute. They do this. What I said earlier today wasn't that the brokers are in trouble, that they use brokers. No. What I'm saying is this, and people need to understand. Remember when Gamestop ran, and obviously, we had one broker. I think it was really two brokers. And then we had Melvin Capital. They all took hits on this side because obviously, let's face it. Yeah, sell something, you don't have it, the price goes up too high, yada, 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 you're screwed. Then you got to go into the open market. Okay, I think Robinhood just had to do that right now recently with COSM. So that kind of stuff. Okay, but Citadel, the market maker, wasn't hit. Let me explain to you. Think of it as a layered process. There's retail, there's the brokers, and then there's the market maker. Now, if Citadel is selling securities and not having them, and they're the market maker, they're a circle, a world within a bigger world. So the different layers, they're in a different galaxy. When people are looking at what they've done and what they haven't, but what you're not looking at is what they can do as far as to get shares. Okay. The interesting dynamic of that is that you have a situation where they're a fund, but they're also the market maker. So there's a situation where, they're technically themselves, they don't have to go to the market maker, they are the market maker. So that dynamic favors them greatly, okay? Like I said, I believe that those things should be separate, but that's not my job. I don't regulate that. That's just how I see it. So as far as them being caught up, the fund falling into problems because of those shares that they don't have that they sold, you keep forgetting they're also the market maker. When these brokers start getting sell orders, okay, buy orders, sell orders, whatever, and shares are going around, that goes to the market maker. Guess what? Who's the market maker? The same hedge fund that you're saying is short those shares that they sold. You understand that at the end of the day, I don't worry about Citadel getting into any type. The reason they could take that extreme risk and get that extreme reward is because of the structure of who and what they are. So you're gonna say that's not right, that's not fair, whatever. I'm like, not for nothing. So many things are not right and not fair in this world. But at the end of the day, that's what is. I didn't create the rule. That's just what is. I'm explaining. This is like, education here. Okay. So the reason they could do that and do that with a sense of like, in like a safety rope, an insurance policy, is because they're the market maker. You understand? Everything goes to all these brokers, send things over to them. Okay. So they're the ones that are in charge with the liquidity of everything in the market. At the end of the day, that's not what you should be looking at. What you should be looking at are the brokers, because the brokers, when they find themselves now with a stock that starts to climb up, which is going to start climbing up because all the conditions that are involved, I believe it's going to climb up. The brokers that told you, yeah, no problem, I got you, I'll sell you at $2, but I didn't get you your ape, and all of a sudden the ape is like, I don't know, $25. Then they got a problem because now they got millions of apes they got to get at a super high price. And that could trigger other stocks to run as well. Just like when, GameStop had their stuff, spilled over to AMC, yada, yada, yada. I don't worry about Citadel and that structure. And everybody that's, oh, he's good, they're going down, whatever. I'm like, you have to understand that structure. It's a fund, but they're a market maker. Do you understand? It's just how it is. The brokers on the other side, those brokers are brokers, and the other funds that are not market makers, that are not Citadel, those are the ones to watch, because those are the ones, they're the ones that get caught. Because they fuck around, and then they have to find out. So, there you go.